Hi, this is Janko for Bleeding for Metal at the Never Say Die Tour 2010 in Leipzig. Sitting here with Andrew from Comeback Kid. Hey, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm good. It's a second take, whatever. We're in a romantic spot. We didn't find any other interview place here in Leipzig today, but it's a pretty good venue for you, isn't it? Like a pretty long story with Comeback Kid in Leipzig.
Yeah, I think probably one of our favorite venues to play would be Coney Island here in Leipzig, and but we on the last Never Say Die that we were on 2 or 3 years ago, we filmed a DVD here at Werk too, and so yeah, this is our first time back since then. So it's gonna be a really cool show, and there's a lot more people, and yeah, the tour is going great. So.
Seems to grow every year. Is that do you feel like hardcore is growing again, or is that more the metalcore area? Or
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would like to say hardcore is growing, but there's a lot of metalcore on this tour, so you know.
I heard you say you're kind of in the not toughest band on this tour, like between all the grunting and metalcore bands. Do you feel like your music is not fitting in here, or?
I don't think that grunting or the more heavy you are or whatever makes you more tough. I think we got some of the harder parts on this tour, maybe not the heaviest, but harder. I don't know, but yeah, we're a hardcore band, and it's a pretty diverse bill. I mean, but it's a lot of kind of metal stuff on this tour. We kind of feel a little bit like the odd band out, but I think other bands feel that way in their own respect as well. Like I was talking with Brandon from Bleeding Through last night, and I was like, the one thing that I would have changed about this if I had put it together, I would have liked to see another like kind of more punk rock hardcore band to kind of diversify that a bit. And then he said, well, weird that you say that, because we would have wanted a more like extreme metal band on the tour. So you know what I mean? So everybody kind of everyone probably would want to see something different, but as far as we're concerned, we get to play in front of like a whole bunch of new people every night, and a lot of our people that listen to us keep on coming to the shows, and hopefully it'll translate for next time we come back headlining.
I mean, that's already pretty much a pretty big tour. Do you think you're going to come back headlining sometime to Europe?
Yeah, we'll be back in actually probably half a year to headline.
Already? Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Just we've never really done like a support tour like this, and then like right away done the headlining thing. And usually we wait a long time, so we're gonna try that out and see how it goes.
I wouldn't even call it a supporting tour, supporting gig. At least not in Leipzig here. I think with you guys playing here a lot of times, you really have a big fan base in this area. There was this one concert where some of you got hurt by being hit by a guitar. Do you remember that?
It was our old bass player. I used to play guitar in the band, and so this must have been like 5 years ago or something. And I did like a guitar throw or something like that.
It was you.
It was me. I was the one who did the throw, and then the headstock hit our old bass player Kevin in the head right here, and he had to get like he had stitches, his head bleeding. I think we only played like 3 songs, and then we played a song without the bass, like Wake the Dead. I think we played final song without bass, and it's really awkward and weird. But actually, funny thing, Kevin, who I hit, our old bass player, he is now engaged to Parkway Drive's drummer's sister.
Amazing.
Interesting.
You're friends with Parkway Drive, like?
We've known them for a long time now.
Yeah. Cool. You also, as you mentioned, you used to play the guitar, and now you switched to voice, to singing. Do you miss playing the guitar a lot?
Yeah, I love playing guitar. I really miss it.
And a lot of kids who try to play or who play in this kind of genre nowadays make their own band. They try to scream and sing very intense and might ruin their voice through that. Maybe have you had any way to adopt your voice? Any way of training?
Not really. I think it's just a matter of just doing it for a long time. I've blown out my voice countless times, and I find that if I can just get in a groove and just continue playing shows every single day, and when I take a break, that's when it actually really affects me. I heard
Never done any Melissa Cross training.
I got the CD, but I never did anything with it. I heard a funny thing yesterday about Tom Waits. I heard that he used to scream in a pillow all the time and to blow out his voice. So that's how he got that kind of gruff voice. Pretty funny, eh?
Do you practice?
Topic.
No, it's totally hitting the topic. Like, do you practice at home? Or do you have a pillow?
No. I'm not trying to blow my voice. I'm trying to keep my voice.
So this year you published a new record, Symptoms and Cures. What are the symptoms and what are the cures?
It's not really about that. It's not really. It's about. I mean, that line kind of more refers to the powers that be that kind of present these symptoms and cures to the public, and how sometimes a lot of people kind of blindly go into that and try to find some answers that are provided, but that may or may not be the right way to go. So.
And Scott, who was the singer in the band, like he was involved in the artwork still, or?
He did our logo, just the thing that says "Comeback Kid." We wanted a new logo, and we had a couple ideas. So me and him got together and worked on it.
Are you still in touch?
Yeah, we're really good friends.
How do you go about writing your songs?
Usually it starts with a song idea, which would be maybe sung into a phone recorder or just anything, and if it's they usually come at weird times, but it just starts off with a riff, and usually either me or Jeremy, the other guitar player, will come up with it and just kind of mull it over and get a few different parts, and then we bring it to the band, and then we kind of work on it together. Just to kind of, it's always good to have ideas when you can bounce an idea off someone and get some constructive criticism and some feedback. And our albums are really a huge compromise, and it's kind of this big funnel. We have a lot of ideas, and we really just kind of have to narrow it down.
So how do you have to imagine that you recorded this album with the producer Eric Retz?
Yeah.
Right. So how do you have to picture that? What is the influence of a producer producing an album like Symptoms and Cures, and how much does it shape the songwriting?
The songs were all written before we went in the studio. Where the producer, where he came in, definitely we worked on tempos and a couple transitions and stuff like that. And just kind of, just giving feedback when we're doing vocals and stuff like that. It's like, oh, why don't you try that a little bit, try it this way, or just, shooting around ideas. But as far as we're not the kind of band that goes into the studio to write songs. We always have our songs written before we get in the studio. That's always been kind of the way we do it.
Talking about some other bands, I heard you're very much like Propaganda.
Yes, love them.
They're from your hometown, right?
Yeah.
And you would like to make a song with them or something? That would be something that would that be something that you would really like to do, or do they inspire you? Or
yeah, they definitely inspire me. To write a song with them, it might be a little intimidating, but I don't know.
In what way?
We kind of grew up listening to them, and they were just kind of a really influential band to us. So still kind of there's some people that you really respect musically, and I guess those are we really respect them. So, and we've been able to tour with them. We went to Japan with them one time. That was really cool. But yeah, so it'd be cool to write a song. Maybe that would maybe that would make it weird. I don't know.
Propaganda, please write a song with Comeback Kid.
Not necessarily.
Okay, that's a fan wish there. What about Wilhelm Scream? Nuno Pereira from Wilhelm Scream sang on one of the songs in your album. How's your relation to them?
Pretty good. What happened with that is we've done some shows with them, and we really like the band. And they played Toronto one night. We took a break from the studio, went to go see them play, and then I just asked if he wanted to sing a part, just because there's kind of a melodic part, and I thought his vocals are pretty gruff, kind of vocals, so I thought it would work good, and so it works really well. It's very it's not like a featured part really, but we're just he just adds on to the vocals and kind of blends in really nicely. So.
I really like the fact when I read that Nuno's singing, because a Wilhelm Scream is really a band you need to check out. That's real amazing dudes. They don't have a big audience in Europe yet, but I hope it's growing bigger as well. Cool. Anything that you would like to say to the audience of Germany before we wrap it up?
No. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks for the interview as well. Thanks for the time. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Let's